A year ago, I started looking for a lightweight e-bike for commute that would ride like an N-leg bike most of the time, but would help me on steep climbs. When my wife learned about it, she mentioned that if her bike had electric assist, she would be more inclined to join me on bike rides on weekends. So combining her enthusiasm and my research, we bought this Velotric T1 ST Plus. It is pretty lightweight for an e-bike. If I spend some more, I could buy something more lightweight, but I figured that if I can pick it up, then this is good enough. At this point, problem emerged. I could not fit the bike in my car. Before I bought an e-bike, I would throw 2 or even 3 N-leg bikes in the car, and I would still have seating for 3 and space for some travel bags. And if you want to learn about my amazing bicycle packing skills, I leave the link to the video in the description. But this bike is larger, heavier, it has hydraulic disc brakes, all these controls on the handlebar, and the front wheel doesn't have a quick release, so it can be easily disassembled. All of this was kind of telling me that I should keep the bike fully assembled and upright all the time. What I needed was a bicycle rack, and there are several types of them. You can have a roof rack, a trunk rack, and a hitch rack. And because my car already has a 2-inch hitch receiver, a hitch rack was a natural solution. Fancy bike racks from well-known brands could easily cost $1,000 or even more, and I wasn't planning to spend this much. But where is a will, there is a way, and the young 2-bike hitch rack fits the bill perfectly. Here it is. It weighs only 46 pounds, so can be easily picked up. It is sturdy enough to carry 2 bikes 100 pounds each, 200 pounds altogether. I'm a little lighter at 155, and you can see I can stand on it and it goes nowhere. These e-bikes belong to my friend, one for him, another for his wife. Each of them weighs 70 pounds with a battery installed. They're foldable, and he envisioned carrying them in his car folded. He tried it once and it didn't work. This bike rack can carry both of them together. Just like this, and 50 pounds to spare. Now, how do you assemble it? This is the box it came in. It measures 37 by 15 by 7 inches, and it weighs only about 50 pounds, so an average male can easily pick it up. I will be installing it into this 2-inch hitch receiver, which I already have on my vehicle, because I already have a trailer. If your vehicle doesn't have a hitch receiver, you can buy it online and install it yourself. I did it in about an hour with beer and cursing, not necessarily all at the same time. Opening the box. This is installation instructions. For instructions you need a monkey wrench, 13, 17 and 24. 24 is probably a bit unusual for an average household, but that's what monkey wrench is for. This is a U-shaped holder for a wheel. It can accept fat tires. Another, there should be 4 of them. Another one. That's a part that you put on the post to secure your bike. That's another part to put on the post. Okay, this is a light reflector and a bunch of bolts. Okay, that's another part that goes onto that coupler. This is the post, I guess. That's another one, and that's another. Okay, so I have 4 of them, 2 shorter ones and 2 longer ones. The rack comes with a threaded locking pin, which is threaded into here, into the coupler, and that's much more secure solution than what I have with a coupler from my trailer, and you can insert the coupler, secure it with a pin, secure a pin with a clip. So it doesn't go anywhere, but you can see how it wobbles and makes a noise. A threaded pin is a much more secure solution. See how it wobbles without being secured with a threaded bolt. See, now it's not going anywhere. Then I have this part that holds the bikes. It goes in here and it can fold and tilt back. It takes these two shorter pieces which go in here, and they're secured with 4 bolts. Now I'm going to install the vertical posts using 4 washers. There's a post. Okay, kind of like this. And this one, okay, and it's what, 24? Whoops. So these two go together and these two go together. And we have those 2 pieces that hold the bikes. They can hold both step over and step through, which is nice. I have one folding bikes which is step through and another which is step over. You can remove this clip, move this locking pin, and it goes down like this. And then you can open the gate. Or you can fold these parts sideways and again remove the clip, remove the locking pin. This is how you would drive without bikes on your rack. Now let me put the bike on the rack. This is my e-bike. It's Velotric T1 ST Plus. It's not a super beefy e-bike. It has a battery in the frame, so it's only 39 pounds, which is pretty light for an e-bike, so I can easily pick it up and put on the rack. I'm securing it through the top tube. Go this way. My second bike is a folding step-through bike. So it doesn't have a top tube, and I'm going to secure it use a seat post like this. So now I think it's time for a test drive. Wrapping it up, the Young 2-bike pitch rack is an inexpensive solution for carrying 2 bikes up to 100 pounds each, 200 pounds total, on a vehicle that is equipped with a standard 2-inch pitch receiver.